All righty, one more round of applause for the 6th grade team. Coming up next is another incredibly gracious, generous faculty member who has come to read for us tonight. An incredibly talented author in his own right and a middle school English teacher here for us at Emory.
Hi, this is a really bright light. I tell you, it's easy to always see the crowd. I'm going to read a few poems for you,
Yes.
Both of which I realized on the drive over here involved my mother. And I actually did tell my mother's like the most mysterious person I know. Like I've known her for 38 years, and yet I have no idea what to get her for holiday presents or her birthday or anything. I don't know if most kids are about their moms, but I don't even know what to talk to her about. She can't talk about my grandma. She doesn't know what to talk to me about either. So I think it kind of goes both ways. So this first poem I'm going to read is about Jell-O, which I think isn't a big deal in a lot of other places. But I grew up in Iowa, and we have a whole aisle in the grocery store that's just Jell-O. And you think I'm kidding, but I'm not. Pudding on one side, gelatin on the other side, a few of those like pie crusts if you want to make a quick pie out of the whole thing, but the whole thing's Jell-O. And my wife, who's from New York City, came to Iowa and saw the whole thing, and that was 5 years ago, and she still talks about it. So this is a poem called Maraschino Cherry Fancy. If there is a native language to the Midwest, it begins and ends with Jell-O. It is layered with Jell-O and mayo and pink pistachios, and in the vernacular of my grandmother, carrots and celery and mandarin. Everything spoken is orange, is flavored orange, is said with the kind of sweetness that reminds us of orange, is said not like boiling water pouring into a glass bowl, the sides white now with steam. No, what is said with the cool quietness of a setting salad. Colloquially, this is acceptable as dinner, is an acceptable replacement for the intimacy of whatever love we might feel right now. You see, when I learned to speak by the spoonful. I learned to speak in green and red. I learned what you could hide, say, how to be blue without anyone noticing. Learned that blue is the only thing that separates partly cloudy and some periods of sun. See, it's useful. You see, it's not about Jell-O at all, but what you choose to top it with. My mother, she says she's happy with me. Says this poem makes her happy. Outside the Midwest, folks will tell you about whipped cream, about Cool Whip, about how it makes the perfect topping for any colored Jell-O, but they're wrong. Sweetness is fleeting. What you want on your Jell-O is cream cheese mixed with a little sour cream. That poem is very nice, says my mother. Very nice indeed. I especially like the last line. How'd it go? So, one of the things I realized upon moving to Houston a few years ago is that freeways are crazy. And I don't know if this is a widely known fact, I think it should be, but one of the, if not the widest highway in the entire world is here. It's that stretch right by IKEA. You guys ever been to IKEA? Yeah, it's right there. That's like the widest highway in the world. And I was driving on that the other day, and a song by not my favorite band, but you know, it was one of those things I liked when I was a kid. But I was too old to like this band, but you guys ever heard of Hanson? The band Hanson? Okay, so I was like a freshman in college and really loved that band, which if you were a freshman in college in 1997, you didn't really like that band. So I would listen to the songs, the whole album, on my headphones, and if my roommate ever came in, I could throw them off and be like, nothing, just go away. So, this is a poem called Listening to 90s Radio on Old Katy Road. I've been so sad lately, I forgot just how much I loved MMMBop by Hanson. But here I am now, driving down a well-lit freeway, the widest freeway, they say, in the world. It's easy to feel significant surrounded by this much concrete, to know that it was poured just for you. That this highway arrived in a dream, and here you are now living that dream. White lines, yellow barricades, the flickering red of 1,000 taillights blinking out your every memory in a kind of broken Morse code that alerts you to the fact that most of us are just out here searching for the right words. And then, as though you planned it, Hanson starts singing the Badoobadops. And you start singing the Badoobadops, the Badoobops, yeah, and your hands that should be steering are doing so much more. Dancing almost across your lap, across the gear shift, across miles of planned city blocks and boulevards, and everything feels immediate and purposeful. So you reach over and grab your phone, scroll down to your mother, and tap the green button. And when your mom finally answers, you tell her everything in a voice that sounds more like a car horn than your actual voice. And when she seems more startled than anything else, you don't blame her. And when she tells you to be safe and that she loves you, but you really should be focused on the road, all you can think of as you drive off onto much less impressive roads is, but focusing on the road is how I got here, in the first place. You think, it's how I always get here. Thanks, guys.